guys, welcome to Around and About.
What's he doing, Bubby?
Can you guess where we're heading next from this movie clip? If you said parks, you'd be right. We're heading to the Big Dish.
As a bit of a space nerd, I'd always known about parks being the location where the dish is that helped the transmission of the first moon landing. I never realised though that the whole town is obsessed with Elvis. There's street art everywhere and they have an Elvis Presley festival every year. After a look around town and a quick stop at the bakery, we were on the road again to head to the main attraction. It's a short 20k drive north of the town and there's plenty of parking, even if you've got a caravan on the back. G'day guys, we've just stopped in at the CSIRO telescope, better known as the Dish here in Parks. So we're on our way up to Dubbo from Cowra, and yeah, watched the movie a few times, watched it again in preparation for our visit. But yeah, really interesting pit stop. It was pretty awesome timing to find the dish as it was moving position. The telescope is still operational today, but there is a museum and showroom at the front of the facility that you can enter. It's not dog friendly, though there is a garden area with a few sculptural insights as well. We took turns exploring inside and learning more about the dish, while Reef sat in the car and read the fact sheets we brought back for him.
Now this was the old receiver. Its main job is to detect the weak natural produced radio energy from space. This one was replaced in 1995 with a more advanced system that has 3 receivers in the cabin.
Picking up signal from the moon there.
Yeah. It's Apollo 11.
Is that you, Neil?
We're in the back in the future. Hello. So this spot was a short drive from the dish, so it was perfect for an overnighter before heading to Dubbo the next morning. There was plenty of room here and the sites cost $10. And as you can see, there's heaps of room, heaps of shade, but you do have to be self-contained.
This cutie pie nearly became Reef's little brother. He was following us around the camp the whole time we were here, and we were trying to decide whether we should take him with us on the lap.
After giving this little guy a bowl of water, we watched him run home and jump over the back fence. Now we heard about this spot, the Old Dubbo Jail. We thought we'd check it out and seeing that it was dog friendly was a huge tick on the list for us.
The displays were really informative and immersive. There were wax dummies and furniture in the cell, as well as pre-recorded sounds and projections on the walls to really make you feel like you were there and one of the prisoners. If the realistic mannequins weren't scary enough, don't come visiting without them.
One thing I found out that they don't tell you is there's heaps of places to hide and scare the people that you're doing the tour with. Just to let you know, the acoustics in this place makes the scream even louder than you thought it was going to be.
For some reason the audio started to play up when we entered this cell. Make of that what you will. Bit spooky, I reckon.
Basically what I was telling Ciara was that these two criminals were hatching a plan to get out, but I guess you're going to have to come here to get the full story.
Reef seems unfazed. He's just chilling. So Reef might be scared of ghosts because he wouldn't go in the padded room. I think he'd be fine here.
I think it's because he wanted to come out in the grass. That's why he didn't want to go in. When they didn't have a kettle, they used to use a razor blade with 2 wires and then stick the wires into the outlet to heat it up.
That's a tattoo gun. Oh, God. Good old sunsilk.
I'm not sure if visiting the doctor's office in those days would have been more punishment or help.
Used to use that to crack peanuts. Uh-huh.
Good facts.
Used to do their weights.
It's an iron.
Just the walk back in the day. Don't get too close to their tools, they'll lock you up for anything.
I hate this song.
Who are you gonna call?
We called through a tiny town called Gulargambone, best known for its wrought iron galahs. On the main drag we came across this cool bus stop with some lively street art. We enjoyed a quick river walk before the heat really set in for a string of over 40-degree days while we were here. There's also a sculpture called Ghost of Bullocks Past. Gulargambone is a great base near Spring Observatory or the Warrumbungle National Park. "2828 Cafe is a visitor information centre, cafe, gallery and craft shop all rolled into one. There's also a very welcoming lawn bowls community who do a great Chinese meal at the end of the week. The caretaker kindly offered some sprinklers for us to keep the dog cooled off. Doesn't want it.
So the sprinklers weren't extreme enough for Reef, so we had to grab the hose and let him play around with that. This is easily the best camp kitchen that we've come across so far doing the lap. Just having a quick look around, you can tell with all the bottles, these guys know how to party.
We were definitely fans of all this memorabilia. I don't think I've ever seen this many books in a camp kitchen. I love these book library swaps.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So someone read my mind.
We were visiting off-peak, but you can just imagine how full and busy this gets when everyone's crowded around the campfire.
Sorry if I'm getting away.
What I was trying to show you before Adam rudely interrupted was that the Caravan Park is located perfectly right next door to the town swimming pool. We spent most of our time watching the sky as the clouds rolled through and evening thunderstorms gave us a reprieve from the scorching heat.
Get in the way. Such a show queen. Put a shirt on.
These cheeky birds must have been spending too much time with bats. They spent half the time upside down on this. Time to settle in with the cheese board, some wine, and watch that dry lightning storm roll overhead.
Now it doesn't get much better than this, with Mother Nature putting on a show for us.
Pluto ticks that box. But the box it doesn't tick is it's got to dominate its orbit. So in its own orbit, it's got to be the big gorilla. There can't be another one.
They had 50 planets, we'll vote Pluto out, and then they discovered that the other findings, that there were planets bigger than Pluto, were wrong. It was a mistake. It shouldn't have even been brought up as a question. And we're living with that horror.
Learning.
You're busting. We're just south of Wowgate. We're heading up to Lightning Ridge today. So we're going to check out some opals and stuff. Definitely feels like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, got that outback vibe to it, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
But we've just come from Gulargambone. I don't know how to pronounce it.
We'll put it up in the up the top
that's
somewhere.
it. But yeah, awesome place. Go support Dave at the Caravan Park, in the little community there.
Super friendly, massive area for the caravan.
Yeah.
Probably easily the best kitchen
Yeah,
setup.
best camp kitchen we've seen so far. But yeah, so we're heading up to the next stop now, and
Lightning Ridge.
yeah, stay probably 3 nights and do a couple of the Opal tours and things like that, because we didn't make it through to Cooper Pedy because of the weather when we came across the bottom. So this will be our other option for Opals.
Yeah. For now, yeah.
For now. And then yeah, we'll head back in down towards the coast via Tamworth.
Two for two. Great. Very friendly stream. Dave did tell us that we won't see a blade of grass here, but on the plus side, there was a pool. Ciara did see a snake there, so just be mindful that it is the outback after all.
Down the back of the caravan park, there's sculptures and an area to fossick for opals, and maybe, if you're lucky, you might find some dinosaur fossils. Hope your luck is better than ours. We didn't find anything.
When heading to Lightning Ridge, make sure you check out his gallery. You'll thank me later. He's such a talented artist, and all of his work has that cheeky Aussie humour to it. And it was awesome to have a gallery that was dog friendly, so Reef could check it out as well.
Danger, mad dogs. Do not approach. So we've popped down to the visitors centre in Lightning Ridge just to grab a tour guide, I guess. It's a self-guided drive tour, and they call it car door tours. So they've just got all these car doors hung in the trees and on the ground, just to signpost different stops. So they've got a red, a yellow and a green and a blue. And they go for different lengths of time, but roughly like 20 minutes, half an hour, and you can just sort of drive yourself around town, have a look at what they've got. But yeah, interesting types of dwellings. Bit of scrap metal that they've made into a home, and lots of parts of it, so pretty cool drive.
Unfortunately, at the time of our visit, a lot of the attractions were closed or shut for maintenance. We recommend visiting the Ridge in June. That's when they have the Gem Festival. If you're bringing your fur baby along like we did, make sure you always keep them on lead. Remember, these are private property, so you need to be respectful. And of course, there's always a mob of roos not too far away.
I'm glad there was grates over these holes, so there was no chance Ciara was going to push me down. The local at the info centre told us to make sure to check out the green door tour around sunset because it's an awesome spot to watch it go down.
Walking distance from our caravan park, there is an artisan bore bath. It's one of the main attractions in town. Unfortunately, we didn't really feel comfortable filming as obviously everyone was in their swimmers, but it's pretty hot water. Adam used it to ache those sore muscles after towing the caravan, that's for sure. There's showers and toilets there, and you'll find locals at all times of day, chatting to each other and to the tourists. We had a big boring drive day today and we've just pulled in for a rest at Burren Junction and we're on our way from Lightning Ridge to NRMA, and then we're gonna head toward Tamworth and explore all the country music stuff. It's been a while since you've seen grass, isn't it? You miss the grass. Just under 4,000 k's to Perth. Thanks Burren Junction. Very thoughtful. So equidistant from Perth or Darwin? Which way are we going?
Heading to Sydney. Still got a little bit to go. It's been great having you guys come along and watching us.
If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe and chuck us a comment on where you think we should head to next.
We'll see you next time when we're exploring around and about.